Hello, my lovely people. Should that be my intro? Because I can't think of anything. Anyways, I've got my iPad set up. I've opened up Pinterest, and I am going to read the first quote that I see and tell you what's on my mind. Okay, the quote is, "It only gets better if you want to get better." I love that. I love that so much. I'm gonna pin it to my board right now. There we go. And then I'll put it on the screen if I can. If I can be bothered, if I remember. Okay. It only gets better if you want to get better. Oh, okay. This reminds me of the quote, "You can bring the donkey to the water, but you can't force it to drink from it," or something. It's along those lines, where it's about you can, everything is just mindset. Wait, okay. This is such a good quote. Okay, I'm so excited. You know when it's people go into an art gallery and it's just a blue painting, and they're my biggest fear is that people only see this as a colour blue. Well, I'm sorry, I kind of look at that and I only think that it's just blue, but other people might think it's depression or it's the weather or it's the ocean. But I'm like that for quotes, that for some people will just be like, oh, that's some words, that's just live, laugh, love. But I'm like, no, that is live, laugh, love. Did you guys see that? That swan was humongous. Sorry, no, not shaming. It was just, I thought it was a little bird at first, and then it just grew in size. But anyways, I can deep dive into quotes. Oh, this is making me excited. Anyways, it only gets better if you want to get better. It only gets better. Okay, we're gonna do full literature analysis on this. It only gets better. So what are we referring to? Mind, body, feelings, hopes, dreams, adventures. Life is pretty much all of the above. And it will only get better if you want it to get better. This is the perfect quote to remind you that we are in control of our reality, our destiny, to a certain extent, on a daily basis. For example, guys, I finished exams pretty early on in the exam period, but then I was like, wait, I want to stay at uni for an extra week to just have fun and explore the city, and just no lectures, no pressure, just be girly, have fun, go to cafes, go shop. So I had plans most of the days, but not all of the days. That's fine, because you also do need your alone time. And I was like, I could take this into two different ways. I could either just wallow and be sad that I'm by myself, because I love being with people, I love talking. Did I mention that? And I could just lay in my tiny shoebox uni accommodation room, or I could go out and I can have fun. The world is my oyster. I've got my phone in my hand. I can search up anything and I can go anywhere. I can do anything. This is excellent use of free will. So here's what I did. On a random Saturday where I had no plans, I woke up. I had a very scrummy, yummy breakfast. I got ready. I put on a cute athletic outfit, and I saw that my uni was advertising the ResX residential experience kind of thing was advertising. They booked a paddle court. I was like, oh, I've never played that before. I don't even know how you would play. I don't even know what a paddle racket looks like. But hey, I'm not doing anything. Let's just go see it. So I went there, and it was such a hot day. Oh, it was a good day though. I went there and I learned how to play, and I wasn't the best at it, honestly, but I learned. I went there by myself, let me just say that. I learnt a new game. I'm not the best, but I tried, so that counts. I went by myself, and that forced me to talk to people. I was sitting at first like in the reception thing on the sofa, and there were 3 girls there, and I knew when I entered that room, if I didn't start talking within the next 2 minutes, the whole time we're gonna wait is gonna be silent, and it's gonna be so awkward, and I didn't want to be on my phone, and I don't have my headphones in. So I was like, okay, you know what, here's now or never, let's go. And I just started talking, and I met these amazing girls. One was on an exchange, she was an exchange student from Mexico. Mexico. Just so cool. I've never met anyone from Mexico before, and hearing about like her life there was so interesting. And also, can I say that she said that the UK heat wave was worse than the heat in Mexico. So global warming is real, guys. And then I met this other girl from India, and she was a postgrad student, and it was just really interesting to mingle with these people. Another one was a physiotherapist, or like learning to be a physiotherapist, and I was like, oh, I might need to use your services after I play this, because I don't know how to play. And everyone thought that was so funny, and I'm just like the most funniest person ever. But anyways, that's beside the point. This was a random Saturday, no plans whatsoever. I pull up to paddle by myself, learning a new skill, made 3 new friends, running around, having fun, being so stupid, not knowing anything about this game, and learning and trying and being different. No, not being different, and trying something new, trying something different outside of my comfort zone. When was the last time you felt uncomfortable? I'm trying to be comfortable with being uncomfortable was kind of my motto of the week, where I stayed like longer. And then I finished that, and I was like, oh, I'm literally so hot and sweaty. You know what sounds good right now? Canoops. Oh, that would just absolutely slap. So I texted my friends, and none of them were available. So I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. No one wants to get ice cream with me. That's really sad. Let me just go back to my room. And then I called my mother, and Mother Goose was like, girl, why do you need an excuse to go eat? Are you like, you need to find a person to eat something? Like, if you just had like a very fun, long paddle session, you're hot, you're near Canoops anyways, you might as well just go. Like, who is stopping you? You've got £5. You've got more than £5 to your name. Like, thankfully, you can go. And I was like, you know what? You are so right. You're basically forcing me to go. I might as well go. So that's what I did. I hobbled my way over and romanticized the cutesy little walk in the city. There was also an event going on in the town centre. So just like walking around the market, I got my canoops, and I started talking to the barista, because you know what, I cannot stay quiet when I am by myself. Just asking about her, how's her day been. It was quite busy because it was a hot day, so everyone wants to get canoops. I love canoops, guys. This might be a reoccurring theme. And yeah, I was just like, asking about her day. She asked about mine. Then I was asking her, like, how'd you like working here? Because that gave me the idea. I was like, wait, I could low-key see myself being here because I'm so obsessed with canoes. But anyways, besides the point, that just brightened her day, it brightened my day. Just another person I met, another conversation. It only gets better if you want to get better. And I was feeling pretty high on serotonin, dopamine, all of the above. The endorphin rush. And then I got my matcha affogato, and I was originally going to take it and just like quickly, like, I mean, it's in a to-go cup, so I was just going to take it and I was going to go back to my room. But I was like, wait a second, like, what is the rush? I've got all of the time I want. Like, time is a luxury, and I've got that luxury there, thankfully. So I was like, let me just chill. So I just sat in the cafe. I ate slowly, scrumptiously, savouring every single bite, and I was having so much fun. There were these two women, like two friends, sitting opposite me, and they had little buggies with their babies. They probably went on like a little stroll ice cream kind of date sort of thing, which is so cute. They're little babies, and they were like smiling and laughing, and I was just like laughing with the kids and like just like waving, and like it was so cute. It only gets better if you want it to get better, you know? And I was just so happy. That just me, I know, even just like thinking of that memory, like I'm smiling, like beaming, like each corner of my mouth is like gonna reach my eye, because it was just such a cute day. Then I went back to my room, and I don't know, like I did stuff, and then I played Minecraft after that, and it was so fun. I haven't opened up the Minecraft application on my laptop in so long, and I just had so much fun. And that could have been like a really boring day. I could have just been trapped inside my little room and be like, oh, this is so miserable, it's hot and stuffy. But I was like, no, I want to have a good day, and in order to have a good day, I've got to make it a good day. I'm in charge of my day, and I get to craft it into whatever which way I want. So let's do this. Let's get outside of my comfort zone. Let's go meet people. Let's go get a sweet treat, because you do deserve it. And let's go have some fun. And I think that's what this quote means to me. It only gets better if you want it to get better. Because I wanted to have a good day. I had to actively search for these opportunities or create these opportunities, and I had a good day. I could have just gone there, and I could have, even if I went to paddle, even if I went to canoes, I could have just gone inside and sat there in silence. I wouldn't have met these people. I wouldn't have had these conversations and had those laughs and those jokes, because no one is telling you to do it. No one expects you to do anything. Like, life can passively just pass over you. It can happen at you. But if you want to have fun, if you have ambition, if you want to do something, and if you're stuck in a rut, you've got to remember that it only gets better if you want it to. Because you are in the driver's seat of your vehicle, you know? You're the main character of your story. And someone can drag you to the water hole, but if you don't want to drink water there, you're not going to drink. You're not going to get any water, you know? So, yeah. It only gets better if you want it to get better. that's pretty much all I've got to say. Ah, yikes. Where is... Sorry, guys. Where's my mouse? Where's my cursor? There we go. Okay, bye.